From the BBFF by the Bullet Financial Forensics. Today we're going to talk about the Glacier Gateways casinos, problems about the AML regulations. So let's start with the first topic. Imagine the puffins flying over the Witless Bay at sunrise. They know how to navigate safely through the rough seas. For us, the rough sea is made of regulation, risks, and transactions. Glacier Gateway generates over $200 million annually, and this makes it a key player in the industry. However, an internal review revealed an important system failure, which is the transaction alert mechanism missed almost 2% all transactions over $10,000 last year. And this issue puts the Glacier Gateway casinos, in a very rough position. This kind of underestimation of suspicious activity in the casino might cause regulatory penalties and investigations, millions of monetary penalties, loss of public and customer trust, and AML rating dropping below the industry threshold of 85%. Let's look closer at why is this such a big issue from a legal perspective. Uh, AML laws mandate that all cash transactions above 10,000 are reported. Even a 2% failure is a big breach. From a financial perspective, repeated violations can result in millions in fines. From an operational perspective, regulators can suspend or revoke our casino license. And as a case study example, in 2022, a Canadian casino faced a $9 million fine due to weak AML controls and poor frontline reporting. It's not something that we can afford to be the next example. So, what is your core AML responsibilities at Glacier Gateway? First of all, the threshold reporting. Uh, every transaction of $10,000 or more must be reported without exception, and this is defined by the FinTrack, which is our country's financial intelligence unit. This applies to deposit, withdrawals, chip purchases, and redemptions as well. For second, the spotting suspicious activity. Be alert to structuring and customers making multiple smaller transactions designed to avoid reporting. Like what? $10,000 is our threshold. If there is repeating transactions like $9,800, $9,900, even $9,000, this kind of structures, they all carries bad intention, we can say. Second, the unusual behavior, the customers making large deposits but not gambling or cashing out quickly. This kind of acting structure can explain lots of things to us, so that's why we have to take really uh, careful actions. And then identity concerns. Some of those guests, they're avoiding ID verification or using different kind of IDs or multiple IDs or rushing transactions. But we have to pay attention to customers who try to avoid their ID checks. As third, escalation, and reporting. If you see, you have to flag. If you're not sure, you have to report it. Because some of those stuff, some of those histories, some of those facts, they might be too good to be true, which we have to take care of. If something feels different in your stomach, you have to flag it or you have to report it. There is no second chance for this kind of things. And then you should never, but never ignore red flags. Never empathize. You have to report, protect, and not only the business, but also you. You're responsible as well. Like I said here, every employee is the first line of defense against money laundering. So what happens if you fail? The consequences, actually, they're serious. From the financial angle, regulatory fines in millions, and we see that in the first slides. In 2022, they have been charged by $9 million. From a reputational angle, no casino wants to be known as the money launderer casino, right? And the media, they love to service this kind of stuff. So customer loyalty might be affected with this fact. From a legal perspective, casino license suspensions or restrictions, which means there's going to be no longer casino. And from the employee impact, there might be job losses, disciplinary measures, and career consequences. Because if something happens, the department needs to be cleaned up. And what are the benefits of compliance? So compliance is basically our rule book. It actually shows us how to play. So if we follow the rules, we protect the revenue, we strengthen the trust with regulators and customers, and we safeguard our future as a casino and as a team. You have to remember, compliance is not just about avoiding penalties, it's about protecting what we have built together. What is your role? So, your role is there's two sections in your role. One, STR, Suspicious Transaction Report. What is this? STR is something that FinTrack, which is our financial intelligence unit, requires us to report any kind of suspicion transaction. Below or above 10,000 doesn't matter. Confidential whistleblowing channels. It protects employees who reports the misconduct. It ensures your protection if you witness something. And escalation protocols gives you the structured support from our compliance officers. Your commitment is simple, the second round. You're going to apply your training in your daily tasks. You're going to stay alert to any kind of unusual behavior and support your colleagues in keeping standards high. This is going to affect the future of the casino, future of the business. So if we ensure that we maintain the trust, regulatory trust, if we protect our license, and if we secure the stability of the jobs, everything is going to be perfect from our perspective. And this is on our hands as employees. So we have to contribute to the casino's integrity and sustainability. Thank you so much. You're the compliance champions.